Lindsay, and welcome to Minnesota, where we live and work and where Henning Lee was founded.
We come from a small town in Minnesota with a population of 1,600. Our community is a reflection of our core values: family, bespoke curation, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
When we started Henning Lee in 2020, we began with just one simple product that solved a common problem. We've come a long way since then, but we still hold true to our values and to our mission.
We love to read reviews and understand what customers want. We engage with our designers and engineers to bring products you will be proud to have in your home. With family at our core, our commitment goes beyond just product creation. It's about creating connections and meaningful experiences. When you welcome a Henning Lee piece into your home, you're not just inviting quality craftsmanship, you're inviting a piece of our family magic. So come on in and take a look around. We're more than a brand.
We're a community, and we're thrilled to have you join us on this journey.
I love it. What's the name of the town?
In Minnesota?
Yeah, in Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
What's the name of your town? Long Lake? Oh, I'm goodness gracious, I'm from Long Prairie and 1,800 people. I got you by 200 people in the town that I grew up in and my family still lives in. It's awesome to have products from Henning Lee. Ever since they started bringing their products to QVC, I am a huge, huge fan because I know their heart, I know their passion, and I know their quality. And they are the ones who bring us our first ever ice making machine, today's special value. This is so cool, no pun intended. Yeah. And it really is. It's so exciting.
No pun intended.
No pun
cool.
intended.
Pun intended.
Yes, exactly. And I gotta tell you, now I know, listen to this. I wanna tell you something that hit me today. Because this is normally $359 at QVC, okay? Probably even more than that out at retail. We are saving you already, I mean, we're talking like $80, all right? But the thing I want you to understand is that a lot of microwaves can be this kind of price tag, and we use them every day. Well, this is this price tag, and you're going to use it every single day. And that's the key. It is on free shipping and handling. You can break it down into 5 payments of $56. And I just want to say, it beats the heat. And that's what it's all about.
And that's what we're trying to do today, right, Mary Beth?
And a lot of people go to fast food places that have what we call Nugget ice. Yep. And people wonder, how can I get that at home? Well, guess what? We are the solution to your problem.
We are.
That's exactly right. Well, we're going to talk colors for just a moment. Here is the, actually, tell me if I'm wrong, but this is stainless steel.
This is the stainless steel version,
Stainless steel.
Classic.
We have copper.
My favorite.
That's
the one I have in my
very
house.
cool. That is very limited. We have red. We also have black. And
That's it.
we have stainless steel again. But I'm going to tell you what. You know why? Because blue sold out.
Yeah, we had another color.
We've already sold out of color.
Before you came, we sold
out. I know. And I wanted
She's like,
blue,
couldn't you wait for blue?
Couldn't you just give me more blue? But anyway, the bottom line is this. I want you to take us through this because this is a product that you may have never, ever seen anything like it before. And I want you to understand how this works, what this does, and why you need it.
So the whole idea is that crushed ice, if you will, or Nugget ice, the whole idea has been about, it started actually in the hospitals, right? For care, like when you have something smaller, it's more tender and softer, it melts easier, and it's easier for people to hydrate because it actually will melt down in their mouths easier. So when you go to the hospitals, that's what they have out there. And then of course it became a fad in all the different things like going to your favorite fast food place. It's amazing where people will wait online for hours so they can have their favorite soda, their favorite drink with this Nugget ice, as they call it. It goes by many names, but the idea is that you get all these beautiful nuggets. They're all, I mean, look at that, guys. So it's really wonderful because Henning Lee, for the first time, has been able to bring this at an affordable price to your home. So now your kitchen, your bar, your pantry, your tailgating, everything can have that beautiful Nugget ice, which we love. And what I love about this is it's not just the fact that it makes the Nugget ice. but it does it in one of the most compact ways. It's got a handle that actually you can transport this. What does that mean? Take it outside to the pool for a party, take it tailgating. We know that you guys take out and put all that machinery to put a TV out there during the tailgating games for football. Well, what about bringing this to the tailgate? Because that's a huge thing. If you have a bar at home, it's wonderful to have that bar set up with one of these. This is actually the copper that I have in my home at my bar at the ready. I love the fact that it's very simple. You don't plug anything in. I'm sorry, you don't put anything together. You get a basket, a scoop, and the unit. There it is right there. And in 5 minutes after you put in your water of choice, you create ice. It starts going and it'll go up to 2.7 liters of ice it'll make in one basket. But if you keep going for the whole 24 hours, it'll make up to 27 pounds of ice in 24 hours. How great is that? Think about the buffets, think about all the ways you can transport this in and out of your home or for parties and things like that. As long as you have electricity, you're ready to go. You literally plug it in, put your water in, push the button, and it just keeps regenerating ice. If you don't use the ice, don't worry, because it'll melt inside the basket into its own reservoir and recycle the water to make it again. And I love the fact that when you look at something like this and say, wait, they really thought of everything. There's even a drain spout you'll see afterwards underneath, because the old ways you'd have to dump this upside down, and that's not what you want to do with a refrigeration. There's those plugs I was talking about. There's one in the front and the back. The basket and the scoop are actually dishwasher safe. And one of the things I want to show you, if you can understand what 27 pounds is, let me take you over here, guys. We did ahead of time, we did one 24-hour cycle with one of them. We did 27 bags of 1 pound bags. Each one of these is 1 pound of Nugget ice. That's what 27 pounds looks like in one 24-hour span. Think about that machine. This machine can do all that for you. So no more going to the, oh, here, I got this. You know this, right? How many times have you told your friends, oh, I'm having a party. Can you please bring this? And what is this? This is a big block of ice that I now have to break and chop, and it's really just unruly. Look how bulky this is. You don't need this anymore because of this great Henning Lee Nugget ice maker. I also want to show you the plug that we talked about in the video over here. What's great is when you have something like you want to empty this out because you're going to transport it, look back here. There are two plugs, right? I'm showing you this live. There's one there, and there's one back there. Why are there two? In all of the ice machines, you have to turn this upside down to actually drain it out. With this one, I just pull, and it drains out from the bottom. That's really important because it's really saving the longevity of this unit from lasting longer because I'm not turning it upside down over and over again, getting water all over the mechanism. It's just being poured out. The reason for the rear one is because a lot of times there's water inside the rear mechanism as well that you have to drain out. So you have both plugs. I always sit it right over the sink or the edge like this and let it drain right out. So it's still draining right out into the sink. How great is that, right? Do you want to go through colors again real quick? So we've got the great stainless, which we love, which is a classic. It's very popular, of course. We're going to go to my favorite. Sorry, I'm very personal with this, the copper one. This is the limited one, the limited color. It's the one I have in my home. This, to me, if you have a bar, is beautiful in a bar. Red, we always have to have red. Why? Because it is what we call the foodie color at QVC. So if you love red, this is a great color. Also, if your favorite team color is red, that's a great thing. And then the black, and I just want a true disclosure, don't worry, it's almost like a graphite. And I love the fact that it reads as a black, but it works into all stainless and silver decors.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't it?
Really, truly, how that works. So simple,
Yep.
Easy, and like I said, easy to chew on, easy to eat.
And when it's easy to chew on, it's more enjoyable. You gotta admit,
It's
right, right?
definitely more enjoyable. You know what else, of course, I think like a grandmother now.
Yes, of course.
I think it's safer for kids.
Oh, that's a great,
Because
that's a great
you know
call
what?
out.
There are big pieces of ice
Yep.
that my little guys like to have in their drinks, and
Yep.
I'm like, I just hold my breath thinking, please don't let that slip down your throat.
True.
You know,
And all through your teeth.
Yeah,
you know those bug chunks, if
exactly.
it's too hard,
Right.
it's through your teeth. This is softer, guys.
And
it's
I
much
need
better.
softer on my older teeth.
We all need softer,
We
Mary
all,
Beth. It's not
that's
just you.
true.
We're all in the same boat. Trust
I know
me.
it. I think it's the dentist that put out those big honking ice cubes.
True story.
No, and I have to also say, so many times, I think one of the things that break most often on refrigerators are the ice dispensers. And so it's like you're always getting a repairman to try to come and fix
Always.
your ice. It's like you don't even need an ice maker in your freezer or refrigerator or a dispenser for ice. You've got this.
Yep.
And this is a whole lot cheaper than even one trip from a repairman. Believe me, I know.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you just plug,
Yeah.
put your water in here, and walk away.
Right.
This thing will announce when it's full. the little light will go on. It'll announce when it needs more water, the little light will go on.
Right here.
It's an on and off button. You literally just plug it and go, and the thing works.
Exactly.
Guys, don't be worried if you don't use the ice all day, right? Because it'll melt down, turn back into water, and then regenerate as new ice.
But if I leave it on, then does it keep it ice? Or
No,
does it?
It melts and then brings it back.
I see.
So it's not a
it'll
refrigerator freezer. It will freeze
Got
the
it.
ice, dump it so it's ready to use and soft. You don't want it to
Got
congeal
it.
and turn into a block.
Yeah.
But then it's going to start melting inside the basket. That's why the basket has holes.
I see. Got it.
Right?
Got it. Got it.
So it turns back into water, and you
Wow.
keep redoing it.
You know
Let me
what?
fill this up for you to show you real
Oh,
quick.
yeah. And I was just going to say, you know, the whole thing is that when it comes to what kind of water I can use, talk to me a little bit
So
about
basically,
that.
you can use any water you like. We prefer if you use like a distilled water or something, just because you want to really have the longevity of the machine to go.
Right.
But it's really any water you choose.
I was going to say tap water.
Yeah, any water
what
you choose.
What if we have like a water cooler in our home?
Yeah.
You know, that's,
Oh yeah, it's
that's
filtered
great.
water. It's great.
Yeah.
So anything like that you can use. It's your choice. So you put your favorite water in there. There's a fill line in there. It's a little hard to see on camera, but I promise you can see it plain as day. Mary Beth, you can see that, right?
Yeah,
The max line.
absolutely.
It's right there. You want to fill it right to that max line. Then this is the basket. Remember the holes I told you about? So that's when the ice melts. It turns back into water. You sit this
I
back in
see.
here, and that's how it regenerates.
That's why it's just constantly making ice. So no matter when you walk over to the machine, if it's on, there should be ice
There
in
should
there.
always be ice in it. Absolutely. The only way it's not going to be ice is if you turned it off.
Okay, so I have a husband who I love. I've been married to him for 41 years.
Good old Mark.
Good old Mark has put up with me for 41 years. That man loves ice.
Yes.
He's got to have ice in everything. And every drink, he's always like, honey, don't be stingy with the ice, okay? And I'm like, okay.
Are you stingy with the ice,
But
Mary Beth?
I have to
Poor
tell
Mark.
you, but I have to tell you, I know this isn't even before Father's Day, but I didn't care because you know what? I bought one today.
Oh, you did?
Because this will make him the happiest man. And I always say, if he's happy, I'm happy.
Yep.
And vice versa. You know?
Happy husband, happy wife. Is that the way it works?
That's exactly right. Happy, and happy wife, happy
You're
life.
welcome, Mark, okay? I got your back, Mark, after all these years.
That's exactly right. I just love it. You know, the thing is you want your drink to be cold.
Yep.
This is just such a great experience.
Yeah, it really is.
That's
it's soft,
what it's
more-
all about.
There's the 5 minutes, guys. Remember, 5 minutes, it starts making ice, and it will continue. See that little black dot in that shot right there?
Yeah.
That's the sensor, Mary Beth. So when the ice hits that sensor, it reads it as a full basket. So the basket can never overfill. It can never, pop the lid open and have ice oozing out all the place. That'll never happen. It's really, they really thought of everything. The fact that it tells you when it needs water, it tells you when the ice is filled, on and off switch. The only thing that we don't see on there that I'm going to tell you about real quick, there is a self-cleaning function to this.
I was going to ask you about the cleaning because I know it said when it first comes, give it a good clean and then clean it once a month or something like that.
So this is what you do. You ready? Fill up with water just like you saw. When you plug it in, it's going to be on standby. What is standby? Well, the little green light is going to flicker in the middle. Okay, that says ice. It's a green light that flickers. That means it's on standby. Oh, and it's in the instructions, so please don't worry about remembering this.
Yeah.
You just hold the on button for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, the self-cleaning cycle will start. It's a 5-minute cycle. It will then stop after 5 minutes on the nose, and you're done. And then what we recommend is you now dump all the water out.
Right.
Because you want to put fresh water. You've cleaned your machine.
Yeah.
It goes through a cleaning cycle. Do that once a month just to be on good maintenance.
Just
And
do it the first of the month.
Yeah, and it's
that
all
way.
done, by the way. That's
Yeah.
you don't need chemicals. You don't need to turn it upside down and air dry it outside. You push a button, 5 minutes later it's
Wow.
clean, drain it, put some more water in, the end.
300
Simple.
more out the door. Here's your colors. How do you decide? Well, just go with
Well, if you wanna be
stainless-
like us.
You know, honestly, stainless steel or black, I mean, you
Which one
can't
did you
go
buy?
wrong. I actually ended up buying the stainless steel.
It's the most classic.
Because I wanted the blue.
I'm sorry.
But the blue was gone.
Someone got angry, but no blue.
Somebody got angry.
I got the copper, so I'm very happy.
Copper. I love the red though,
The red
too.
is
The
beautiful,
red is
though.
fun. And then the black.
The black.
And I just felt like, well, here's the thing. We have a water cooler in our place, in our new place, because I hate the water that comes out of the faucet. It used to be so good at when we had well water.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the
Let me
old
show you over
days
here, Mary
last
Beth.
year.
Over here.
But the whole thing is that I thought, I'm going to set this right next to my water cooler.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
So you get the ice, Nugget ice, get your water out of the water cooler, you're done.
Yeah.
Here, guys, remember, you're going to use ice for everything, okay? Here's my California Innovations cooler. I'm going to fill it up with my favorite teas or roar
love
to the
it.
beach. That's where we're going to use it. You have a bar set up. Guys, take it and fill up your ice bucket. How beautiful is this to serve your family and friends during events or parties or happy hours with that ice?
Yeah.
If you have an ice bucket, which of course we had to use the Henning Lee ice bucket.
I'm just gonna say I own these.
So remember,
love them.
remember the collapsible buckets I've sold? They actually
Yeah.
turn into an ice bucket, so you can fill it for a party.
Great
Fill it.
idea.
So it's really, really a
Yeah.
versatile thing that you're going to need. Also, the other thing we didn't mention, and I showed it over there. Think of all the seafoods that you have to put on ice so they don't
yeah.
spoil.
The shrimp,
the
the crab
and the
legs,
sushi, and
sushi.
then all the little dips, the cold dips and stuff. Great
Yeah.
to do